The top 5 plants for students to improve concentration and memory. Plants are important for students to learn about and appreciate because they are a fundamental part of the planet's natural systems. Plants provide oxygen, food, shelter, and medicine, and are essential components of the global environment. Number 1. Spider plant. Chlorophytum comosum, also known as spider plants, is a type of evergreen herbaceous perennial plant in the genus Chlorophytum. They can grow up to 45 centimeters high and produce long, narrow leaves which are clustered at the tips of thin stems. It was originally native to tropical and southern Africa, but it has been naturalized in other parts of the world. Now, it is found in Western Australia and Bangladesh. Chlorophytum comosum is easy to grow as a houseplant because of its resilience, but it can be sensitive to fluoride in tap water, which is what usually causes it to have unattractive burnt tips. Variegated forms are the most popular. Pros: low maintenance. Spider plants are easy to care for, requiring minimal effort and infrequent fertilization. Number 2. Snake plant. The Dracæna trifasciata is a common flowering plant indoors and outdoors. It thrives in low-light conditions, so it's very durable for those occasions when you forget to water your plants for days. The snake plant features stiff, sword-like leaves and can range anywhere from 6 inches to 8 feet tall. Snake plants can vary in color, although many have green banded leaves and commonly feature a yellow border. These plants are easy to grow, especially if you avoid letting them sit in water. They will thrive if they are in a spot that is either very bright light or near dark corners. Snake plants generally grow slowly indoors in average light conditions, but moving them to a brighter space and providing a few hours of natural sunlight per day can help the plant to grow more quickly. Planting or repotting them is needed when they're getting too big for their pros. Low maintenance. The snake plant requires minimal care and is easy to maintain. Air purifier. The snake plant is known to reduce air pollution and improve air quality. Adaptable. The snake plant is drought tolerant and can adapt to a variety of conditions. Easy to propagate. The snake plant is easy to propagate from cuttings. Versatile. The snake plant can be grown both indoors and outdoors. Cons. Poisonous. The snake plant contains compounds that can be toxic if ingested. Prone to pests. The snake plant can be vulnerable to pests such as mealybugs. Slow growth. The snake plant grows slowly, making it difficult to achieve a full, lush look quickly. Needs repotting. The snake plant needs to be repotted periodically in order to keep its size in check. Prone to rot. The snake plant is prone to root and stem rot if it is overwatered. How to care for a snake plant. Water the plant once a week or less if the soil is still moist. Snake plants can survive in dry conditions, so be sure not to overwater. Light. Place the plant in a location with indirect sunlight. Snake plants can tolerate low light levels, but will thrive in bright, indirect light. Fertilizer. Fertilize the plant once a month during the growing season with a balanced liquid fertilizer. Repot the plant every few years or when it outgrows its current pot. Pest control. Place the plant in a well-draining soil mix and use a pot with drainage holes to prevent root rot. By following these tips, your snake plant should thrive and continue to grow new shoots and flowers. Number 3. Peace lily. Peace lilies are common houseplants for a couple of reasons. They're easy to grow, and they make your home look great. They can be temperamental at times, but with the right care you'll have a beautiful plant that brings calmness and peace of mind to any household. It's important to care for your peace lily in order to make it last. These plants thrive on the forest floor, where they receive dappled sunlight and humid conditions. Check out our tips to help you care for your peace lily at home. With enough light, a peace lily can produce flowers that may be white or off-white. Summer is a great time to see them in bloom. Most household varieties of peace lilies only grow to be 16 inches tall, but large outdoor cultivars can be up to 6 feet in height. Peace lilies need warmer environments to grow in, and so they can't thrive in colder climates. Pros. Low maintenance. The peace lily is a hardy and resilient plant that requires minimal effort to maintain. It is also tolerant of lower light levels and irregular watering. Air purifying. The peace lily can help reduce indoor air pollution by removing harmful toxins from the air. Easy to care for. The peace lily is an easy-to-care-for plant that can thrive in a variety of environments. Attractive. The peace lily has beautiful white blooms and deep green foliage that make it an attractive addition to any home or office. Cons. Toxic to pets. The peace lily is toxic to cats and dogs if ingested. Prone to disease. The peace lily is susceptible to a variety of diseases and pests, including powdery mildew, spider mites, and aphids. Prone to root rot. If the soil is kept too wet, the peace lily can develop root rot, which can cause the plant to die. Needs frequent repotting. The peace lily needs to be repotted every few years to ensure optimal growth. How to care for a peace lily. Water the plant regularly, but be sure not to overwater it. The soil should be moist, but not soggy. Let the top inch of soil dry out before watering again. Light. Place the plant in a location with bright, indirect light, such as near a window that gets plenty of natural light but isn't in direct sun. Avoid placing the plant in a drafty area or in direct sun, as this can cause the leaves to yellow or wilt. Fertilizer. Fertilize the plant every month or so with a balanced plant food, following the instructions on the package. Repot. Peace lilies prefer being slightly crowded in their pots, but it is important to repot them when the plant starts wilting more frequently. This is a sign that the roots have taken up most of the soil, leaving little room for water. It is time to transfer the plant to a larger container to ensure proper hydration and growth. Pest control. Keep the plant in a well-draining soil mixture and use a pot with drainage holes to prevent excess water from accumulating in the soil. Trim off any brown or yellowing leaves as needed to keep the plant looking healthy and well-maintained. By following these tips, your peace lily should thrive and continue to grow new shoots and flowers. Number 4. English ivy. Ivy, heterohelix, is a type of plant that originates from most of Europe and Western Asia. The specific name helix comes from the twisting leaf stalks on the vines. One of the most well-known and popular vines around, it can be found pretty much everywhere. From gardens to wastelands and wild areas, it's infamous for clinging onto walls, fences, and tree trunks across its native and introduced habitats. Ivy is a hardy plant that can grow readily without human assistance, and as a result, it's popular as an ornamental plant. It can be found in many different types of places, but despite its appearance, it is considered an invasive species because it grows unchecked in wild and cultivated landscapes. Pros. English ivy is easy to grow and maintain. It's a beautiful, lush, green plant that can provide a great aesthetic to any home or garden. It's an effective air purifier, trapping pollutants like formaldehyde, xylene, and benzene from the air. It's a low-maintenance, evergreen perennial that is hardy to most climates. It's an excellent choice for covering walls, fences, arbors, trellises, and more. Cons. English ivy can be invasive, taking over other plants in your garden. It can become a nuisance if it's not kept under control, as its runners can spread quickly. It can be toxic if ingested, causing vomiting and diarrhea. It can cause allergic reactions in some people, leading to skin rashes and respiratory problems. It can damage walls and other structures if it's not properly maintained. How to care for English ivy. Water. Water the plant regularly, keeping the soil consistently moist but not soggy. Water the plant at the base to avoid getting the leaves wet, as this can lead to fungal problems. Light. Place the plant in a location with indirect sunlight, as direct sunlight can cause the leaves to yellow or burn. Fertilizer. Fertilize the plant every month or two using a balanced liquid fertilizer. Avoid over-fertilizing, as this can cause the plant to become leggy and produce fewer leaves. Repot. Repot the plant every few years as needed, using a well-draining soil mix and a pot with drainage holes. Choose a pot that is slightly larger than the current one to allow room for growth. Pest control. Check for pests regularly, as English ivy is prone to infestations of aphids, mealybugs, and spider mites. Use an insecticidal soap or horticultural oil to control pest problems. By following these tips, your English ivy should thrive and continue to grow new shoots and flowers. Number 5. Dracæna marginata. The Dracæna marginata is a tropical tree originating from Madagascar. They are characterized by their long, slender stems and tall leaves that can be solid green or variegated with yellow stripes. It is a slow-growing tree and can reach heights of up to 15 feet with a spread of up to 6 feet. The Dracæna marginata is a very popular houseplant and is easy to care for, requiring minimal watering and sunlight. It is also known to be air purifying and can help filter out toxins from the air. Pros. Easy to care for. Dracæna marginata is a very low-maintenance plant and requires minimal effort to keep healthy. Versatile. Dracæna marginata can be grown indoors or outdoors, making it a great option for a variety of spaces. Air purifying. Dracæna marginata is an effective air purifying plant, removing pollutants from the air and helping to create a healthy atmosphere. Low light tolerant. Dracæna marginata can survive in low light environments, making it a great choice for indoor spaces. Cons. Toxic to pets. Dracæna marginata can be toxic to pets, so it may not be a good fit for households with cats or dogs. Prone to mealybugs. Dracæna marginata is prone to mealybugs, which can cause damage to the plants. Slow growth. Dracæna marginata can take a long time to grow and may not be a great choice for those looking for a fast-growing plant. Prone to rot. Dracæna marginata is prone to rot. How to care for a Dracæna marginata. Water. Water the plant once a week, allowing the soil to dry out slightly between waterings. Avoid overwatering, as this can cause root rot. Light. Place the plant in a well-lit area, but avoid direct sunlight, as it can cause the leaves to turn yellow. Fertilizer. Fertilize the plant every other month with a balanced fertilizer. Repot. Repot the plant every 2 to 3 years, using a well-draining potting mix. Pest control. Control pests, such as mealybugs and spider mites, by washing the leaves with a mild soap solution or using a natural pest control product. By following these tips, your Dracæna marginata should thrive and continue to grow new shoots and flowers. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in our next video.